Hi.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, thank you very much for joining with me on Taipei Design today. Okay, it's really a big honor to have an interview with you. And could you please share some of the ideas and the concept about your collection, especially in 2016 Spring and Summer collection?
Yes, we are excited to present the Spring-Summer collection, which basically gets inspired by our jewels. We have, of course, two of our most iconic coats of the brand, Bulgari and Serpenti. Serpenti is our icon bag, and this season we have interpreted in new colors, very exciting colors, I think, and also with some new exciting animations as well. The colors for this season are the tourmaline that we see here, but also we have the amethyst, the violet amethyst. We also have the white agate, we have the yellow citrine, and then we have also the coral and the turquoise, which are going to be, like we see in the back here, some of this explosion of color. And then we have some new exciting executions for Serpenti Forever. Like in this case, we have this new execution where we have taken basically the scale of the head and have created these very precious studs with onyx. So it's this real stone made in a three-dimensional, very faceted onyx with gold plated that makes the design of the frame, which is one of our characteristics of this bag.
It's not only like a perfect and beautiful bag, it's like a jewelry.
It is a jewel. It is a jewel, and today actually we are presenting how do we actually create this jewel, because this clasp actually is really a jewel on itself. And everything around this bag is really treated with the same techniques and the same care, the same craftsmanship that we do in our highest jewels. So we are really proud of creating bags that are really created by a jeweler, and we like customers and our women to know that.
Yeah. Okay. And could you please share about the procedure, about like from the gold stone to how to make it happen to be the jewelry?
Yes, of course. Yes, this is we are presenting it today because we are so proud of this. Something that makes Bulgari very, very special. And the process is really taken from the jewelry making.
Yeah.
And in this case, we start from the brass, the metal, and then it goes through this very long process of the waxing, as we do for the jewels, and we go through this, create this mold. That's where the shape starts taking shape. Then it goes through this long process, and then it gets polished. It gets baked actually twice. Okay. The first one at 100 degrees, and then gets polished, and then it gets baked again
polish and baked,
until we finally get this shape, and it becomes very, very special. It's actually gold plated, so we gold plate it and then polish it until we finally reach this phase that you see. The head is now polished and gold plated. And then it goes to the next step, which is the hand painting with the enamel.
Oh, okay.
So there is with an ink pen, we put the enamel. In this case, it's black and white enamel.
Yeah.
And then the final part is when we create the eyes, and it goes with the malachite. This is the real stone.
Okay.
To make the eyes. So you see, it's created with by hand to create the eyes that then gets placed into the head to make it a real jewel that then goes into the bag.
Wow.
So it's like wearing a jewel.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And there's one talking pieces.
This is another of our very, very special pieces for this season. It's actually a very limited edition piece created from our heritage collection. It's one of our iconic pieces of high jewelry. And as you see, we have interpreted this jewel into this amazing bag. Is in Python, and you can really see the printing of the jewelry. The colors are really bright. You have the emerald, you have the lapis, the rubine, the lapis lazuli, the sapphires, and it's really a talking piece for this season.
Okay, we know there's one rising stars, Bulgari and Bulgari.
This is one of our latest introduction. Actually, it's a new bag that we are very proud of. It's called Bulgari Signature, and this is in a new version for this season that you see in lizard skin. And every piece is going to be different because it's hand painted. And what makes this bag special is very typical of Bulgari, that we have combined very unexpected materials. In this case, it's lizard with perspiccio that you see here and the gold-plated clasp. And this is something which is very typical of Bulgari, because through the years Bulgari has been combining unexpected materials, like we see with this ring, for instance, which has gold, diamonds and ceramic. So it's something that Bulgari has always been innovative about, creating something very special but unexpected. So in this case, you know, it is very special material that I think we are very excited about this new bag.
And I think even very special and unique. It's like you use the plastic.
Yeah,
it's very trendy.
But you know, it's very luxurious in the way it's. So it's really very Bulgari-like. You know, unexpected combinations.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was a pleasure talking to you, Stephanie.
Hi Attilio, thank you very much for joining with me on Taipei Design, and this is really a big honor to have you interview with me. Could you please share some about your special leadership and the concept about this boutique hotel?
As you know, we opened the hotel 11 years ago. I actually opened the hotel myself, so I feel I'm now part of the furniture.
So are you the first clerk?
Yes, exactly. I was the first employee of the...
Okay.
We came up with a pretty innovative concept 11 years ago, particularly in terms of service style. We introduced something that for a luxury hotel was a little new, and it's an informal yet impeccable service style. So we tried to give an informal atmosphere yet deliver impeccable service. And this has created a very special connection with our guest, and is giving a very, very powerful experience to our guests as well when they come and stay with us. The place helps. We are in the middle of this amazing garden, 4,000 square feet of garden in the center of Milano, next to all the shops.
It's really big, 4,000 square feet.
And it's unique. It's unique because it's very quiet, you don't hear traffic. You have all those private courtyards of the very beautiful buildings, Milanese houses. You have the Botanical Garden of Brera right behind, and the Academy of Brera, which is one of the biggest paintings museum in Italy. It's got some of the incredible old masters like Caravaggio and Tintoretto and all these Italian famous artists. So it's a very privileged little spot in the center of the city, and that helps a lot in creating this special atmosphere.
And also they can go shopping everywhere, very nearby, very fast.
Very fast. Walking 5 minutes, you're in Via Monte Napoleone. So.
Yeah.
And a lot of temptation there. Then it can take a long time to come back.
Especially in Milan, they have so many hotels here, and I think they are all very fantastic. But what is the differentiation about your hotel, the Bulgari hotel, compared with the other hotel?
Yes. First of all, the location and the garden is really amazing and unique, totally unique. The next great thing is the design of the hotel. We were the first ones 11 years ago to have something that was really reflecting the Milanese culture of today in design. We have an Italian designer which is world renowned called Antonio Citterio, and we designed all the hotel with Antonio Citterio to create this Milanese atmosphere of contemporary Italian luxury, which fits perfectly with the concept of Bulgari of being a contemporary Italian luxury jeweler. So the timeless glamour of the brand was perfectly translated by Antonio Citterio's design, and it's really a great reflection of what Milano is about today. You know, Milano is a little bit the capital of design in the world, so that was a very special aspect of this property.
Contemporary luxury, and Italia. And I mean, this kind of atmosphere is not easy to make it happen. It's like a long history, or the...
Well, absolutely. To create something that is timeless, you really have to go and search back in your origins and make sure you innovate and you stay contemporary, you stay relevant, but you always have to keep an eye to the heritage that you have. And Europe and the Mediterranean, there's a lot of heritage, and Bulgari has always been very good in translating the heritage in the jewelry, in the accessories and all the things they do. And so the same approach and the same philosophy was applied in the creation of the hotel.
And we are pretty sure you must have a lot of celebrities or the superstars stay in your hotel. So could you please share some about experience for us?
I can say that definitely yes, we do have a lot of celebrities and superstars. Generally speaking, most luxury hotels do welcome those high-profile customers. So we're used to it, and we really try to protect their privacy. This is one of the reasons why they chose to come with us and stay with us. The privacy of the place, the private arrival, the fact that it is not right accessible in the middle of a high street with a lot of traffic. That secluded location, yet in the center of the city, is perfect for a celebrity because they get total privacy and they can wander around in really total, very serene like any other guest. And guests typically respect a lot their privacy too in that environment, so they don't get bothered by people for pictures or autographs or whatever, and they enjoy that very much. So this we do as much as we can to protect their privacy and make them feel like a regular guest, and not like somebody that has to hide,
just like their home. Okay, and I think on all your guests, it looks very fashionable, don't you think so?
Yes. Well, you kind of, today particularly because it's Fashion Week.
Yeah.
But I must say that in Milano, you really, you have no choice but become fashionable because you are exposed every day to the shops and the vitrines and the tailors and people dress very well usually. So you get exposed and your taste adapts and changes, and suddenly, without noticing, you pay more attention to what you wear than in other places maybe.
I think here is a good social place and just like a special society.
Yes. We feel that, when we created the hotel, the restaurant and the garden, the bar were very important for us to capture the local society, so that it became more a place for the locals to visit and live. And for this, making it more interesting for the visitors, for the guests that come and stay with us. So we really want our food and beverage to be very popular with the local community. It's very important because then you have, it's as you said, you live an experience that is very authentic and relevant to the place where you are.
Not only the room, and also the food and beverage is very important too.
Yes, and not the food and beverage for the hotel guests, but the food and beverage particularly as a open-air living room and indoor for the local community, which is great.
All right, thank you very much, and once again, thank you for your time. Okay, thank you.
这次来到米兰时装周，非常的荣幸能够访问到宝格丽饭店的总经理以及宝格丽的设计总监，他们两位在专业职场的投入都着实令我非常的敬佩。看到宝格丽一件件设计精彩的作品，以及饭店里无微不至的照顾及各种精致贴心的设施，再都让我感受到这份在米兰的温馨以及温暖。